One of the questions we get often is, how can we effectively use both Google Classroom and Hapara together? I love getting that question because it shows that educators really want to learn how to provide the best digital experience for their learners using everything that's available to them. So in this video, we're going to take a look at different ways educators can use the power of both Google Classroom and Hapara. Now, the stance that I am taking here will be that I am primarily a Hapara Workspace user who wants to integrate some key elements of Google Classroom into my daily workflow with students. Knowing this brings me to our first highlight, and that is acknowledging the power in two of Google Classroom's post types, and those are announcements and questions. Announcements are great for your general shoutouts and posts to remind students and parents, more on this later, of classroom activities. The real benefit here is that learners will actively get notified through their mobile apps and/or email. The more opportunities a learner has to be reminded of tasks that need to be completed or information recalled can only benefit them. The second post type that I want to highlight are questions. Creating a question for your learners is a fantastic way to quickly formatively assess where your students are in their learning. You can use this as a bell ringer, a quick formative check during a lesson, or even an exit ticket. So, how do we connect this to our Hapara workspace? Well, for each of these, it's all in the power of the post link. What we want to do is grab the link to your announcement or question and then add that to your Hapara workspace for students to click on as needed. But before we do this, I want to speak briefly about why we're doing this. The huge benefit we see with Workspace allowing you to add links to cards lies in how we guide our learners to the resources that they need. We like to think about this process as being the shortest and thus most direct path between 2 points. And those 2 points, of course, are between the students' access to information and their learning. Why have them try and guess where all of the resources on the internet are? Hapara Workspace allows you to have everything a learner needs ready and accessible to them in one place. This is why we use Workspace, because ultimately our students are the true and real why. Alright, let's move on. To do this, I'm going to go into my Google Classroom class and click on the drop-down menu as indicated by 3 dots that are on the top right of each post. Here you will see the option for copy link. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and then I will know now that I've copied the details page for that very post. Now what we will do is go into Hapara, and here I'll add my link into a card that I've already made for learners. I'll add the link, click on the check mark, and then click on Done to save my link and save my card. Now that I've added my link and saved my card, I can go ahead and test my link by clicking on the link, and then I will see that it will take me directly to my Google Classroom post detail page. I can repeat this for the question that I've just added. I'll go ahead and click on the 3 dots, select copy link, go into my Hapara workspace and add this to this bell ringer that I have here. I'll add my link, click the check mark, click on Done to save. And now I can test my link by clicking on the link, which will take me directly to my Google Classroom page where my question is, and this is where students will be able to answer my question. For each of these, because students should be already logged into their district Google accounts, clicking on the links that you enter here will take them directly to those posts in Classroom, as you have seen, to eliminate confusion. Now, just another little tip, Google Classroom links can be even pulled for your Google Classroom tabs, such as the Stream or even the About tab. Now, the second powerful item that I would like to highlight would be to look at one of these tabs, and then that's the Students tab. In the Students tab, you'll see a list of all of your students, so this is just a sample for you. What we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of Google Classroom's Guardian email summaries. Educators love this feature because it helps with the communication piece with families. Announcements that you make in Google Classroom will be sent in the Guardian summaries if you add the learner's Guardian email addresses in the Student tab. Simply click on Invite Guardians and add their email addresses in this field. and then click on invite. Note that you can always add multiple guardians if necessary. Now, in your announcement post, don't forget to add your public Hapara Workspace link. If you want to take a look at what Guardian summaries look like on the Guardian end of things, click on this See Example link over here on the left-hand side, and it will take you to Google's page that shows you exactly what the parent will see. Finally, to tie everything together, let's end with a little bit of time management. Here you can see that we have two different calendars under the About tab. We have a Google Calendar, and we also have a Classroom calendar. The calendar that we want to focus on here will be Google Calendar because this will be the most easily shared between Google, Hapara, and even parents if you want to do that at a later point in time. The Google Calendar view will show all posts with due dates listed by default and is shared solely between you and your students. You can make these calendars visible publicly, but you will have to edit the calendar settings within Google Calendars to make this change. Again, copy the link to the Google Calendar and add it to your workspace. So I can take a look at this Google Calendar link, right-click on it, and then select Copy Link Address. If I were to add this to my workspace, I would simply create a new card. I'll title it Calendar. Add my link. I can select my group or my class and then click on Done. That's it. Now, with Hapara Workspaces and Google Classroom, there are just so many ways you can harness the power of both to provide the best experience for your students. I hope this video helped, and if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.